Hi everyone, today we're going to be learning about factoring cubics. So the first thing I want you to do is there are two patterns here. The first one is when I have a perfect cube plus a perfect cube. And this second pattern down here is when I have a perfect cube minus a perfect cube. These are things that should be written down in your notebook and kept as a reference because we are going to be using these patterns later on as I go through the lesson, using it to plug in values and do the actual factoring. So what it says is if I have a perfect cube plus a perfect cube, I'm going to factor it into a plus b, and then a squared minus ab plus b squared. Okay, notice that this sign here, right, in the original and the sign in the first parenthesis match up. And the first sign you come to in the second parenthesis is opposite your original. Then again, when you come down here where you have it subtraction, this minus sign is in your first parenthesis, and a plus sign is in the middle, that first sign you come to in the second parenthesis. Your last term will always be positive. So take a minute and write this down, please. Alrighty, so the next thing I wanted to give you was some basic cubes to keep as a reference. So some of these you probably know. As we get up in the larger numbers, it might not be as common of knowledge. So 1 cubed equals 1, 2 cubed is 8, 3 cubed is 27, 4 cubed is 64, 5 cubed is 125, 6 cubed is 216, 7 cubed is 343, 8 cubed is 512, 9 cubed is 729, and 10 cubed is 1,000. So what these numbers mean is if I have them later on in my problems and I'm wondering, is it a perfect cube? And I have a 64, let's say. The cube root of 64 would be 4, okay? The cube root of 343 would be 7, and so forth, all through the line. Again, take the time, write this down in your notebook, and keep it as a reference. That again, 216 is 6 cubed. All right, so here's our first example. So the first thing I want to do is I want to find the cube root of a and b. So here's my a and my b. Let's write that down. This is my a, and this is my b. So I want to find the cube root of them. So the cube root of a, nope, wrong color. Sorry about that. Cube root of a would just be x. And the cube root of b would be 4. Because remember, going back to our numbers that you should have written down, 4 cubed is 64. We're then going to place the values you found for a and b into the pattern that followed after that. So the pattern was a plus b. Let's change that color so it doesn't match into anything else. Let's go with purple. Okay, so it was a plus b, and then a squared minus ab, b plus b squared. Okay, so let's plug those numbers in. So this is x plus 4 here. Then I'm going to have x squared minus x times 4 plus 4 squared. And the last step says just to simplify. So all I really want to do is clean this up and make this look more presentable. My x plus 4 does not change. This becomes x squared minus, in standard, that would be 4x. And I would write that to say 16. And then this would be your answer. That is now the factored form. Double check. Here's one I would like you to try. So again, let's identify our letters. A would be x, B would be, what did we say? So b would be 6. Okay. And then for this one, remember my pattern is a minus b, then a squared plus ab plus b squared. We're going to plug in those values. This is x minus 6. Then we have x squared plus x times 6 plus 6 squared. We're going to clean that up and simplify it. It's x minus 6, x squared plus 6x plus 36. And that is a 6. It's looking like a B right now. 6. Okay. And again, that is my factored form. So here we have a little bit larger of a number in the front. It's not just an x. But the same rules apply. All right. We are going to identify a 125 cube root of that is 5. And the cube root of 1 is 1. Okay. So, and actually I'm going to call that 5x for a, because I do have an x cubed as well. So 125x cubed is my entire a. This is my a term. This is my b term. Okay? And then you're going to plug it in. Again, following the pattern, a minus b, and then a squared plus ab plus b squared. So let's try to speed this up, the process up a little bit. This is going to be 5x minus 1. This is going to be 5x squared plus a times b. That's going to be 5x plus 1 squared. Simplify everything. The 5x minus 1 stays the same. This is 25x squared plus 5x plus 1. That is my factored form. I want you to try this one. Again, this whole piece is my A. This whole thing is my B. B is going to be 2. A is 3x. My formula is A plus B. A squared minus AB plus B squared. No, you don't have to keep writing the formula over and over again. I'm doing it so you see where I'm putting my numbers in. As you keep working on this, you can always just reference your pattern. You don't have to keep writing it. This is going to be 3x plus 2. Then 3x squared minus, this is going to be 6x if I take 3x times 2 plus 2 squared. Simplify my numbers. The first one stays the same. This is 9x squared minus 6x plus 4. And that would be your factored form. If you have any questions, email me and we can do a Google Meet. Jump into our Google Meet and join the class and we can work on it there as well. Thanks.